pretty simple setup for this animation, just using a bookshelf and my tripod and then some regular lights because my tripod lights died right before I was about to film. I also wore gloves while animating because the clay gets right under your fingernails and it's really difficult to get out. I also just don't like the feeling of clay in general. I listened to a CD while animating because it was a 2 to 3 hour process and it would have been very boring if I didn't. Editing my stop motion is probably the most monotonous part of this whole process. I use the same app for editing as I do for filming, which is Stop Motion Studio Pro, and the first thing I have to do is go in and take out all of the big chunks where you can still see my hands in the frame. I use an automatic timer for taking my shots so that I don't move the camera every time I click the phone. So I have to take all of those out, and then after that, I have to go in and watch the video over and over and over again and find all of the frames with hands still left over that can be taken out, and I have to delete all of those one by one. So that takes a little while. I'd say that process takes maybe like 20 minutes at most, at best, I'm not sure. And then after that, I have to go in and frame by frame with all of the frames that can't be taken out but still have bits of hand left over. Like you can see right here, I was trying to make the book look like it was being pulled down, so you obviously can't have to see my hand in that. You can't see my hand in that. So I had to take all of my hands out of those frames one by one over and over and over again for maybe 50 frames. And this part of the process is just so boring. It takes so long to do, and it's pretty difficult because you have to go through all of your frames and you have to find a frame that matches the color of your current frame, because I did not have a super stable lighting, which probably would have made that a lot easier. So yeah, that just took a very long time to do. And then as you can see, I had to do the same thing for when I was opening the book down here. So I had to go in, I had to take it all out, and this part was especially difficult because you can see the book in most of those frames, so I had no frames to match with. I ended up just deleting most of the frames with my hand in it, which made it a bit more choppy, but it's fine. And I usually watch the animation a few more times just to make sure that everything looks smooth and bright and I didn't like mess up 2 frames or something and throw off the whole animation. Then once I'm done with that, I will add my title card and my end card, which are usually just maybe the title of the the title of the film, and then on the end card, usually just the frame count and anything else that I'd like to add on there, sometimes the time of how long it took me to do. And I did some editing on the color and the font of that, and then I was done. And yep, that's it. Thank you so much for clicking into this video, and if you have watched the whole way through, thank you for that too. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was informative or just something fun to watch, and have a great day. Bye!